So, logging in on the Flip account, I've actually been talking to myself for the past 15 minutes because I was recording the wrong screen. But what we've done, we've bought the Rings of Dueling. We have them in for just under 19k. We price checked that this morning and that was the price. There we go, 19k. We have been testing a lot of other items. Basically what we've gone down is the clue scroll step. Anything used for emote steps, we're just trying to see if there's a decent margin there, basically, because they're kind of niche items, and I think we might have found a decent one in the unholy symbol, actually. Yes, that is pretty good. Because they're kind of niche and probably stuff which isn't done often, they do seem to have a decent price. They're very random items, and I don't know how well they're going to perform, but I thought, you know what, may as well try it as well. Actually, going through that, we've actually found a couple of decent-ish moneymakers, like sapphire necklaces are a pretty good price for what they are, and unholy symbols as well. Considering like you're only going to need like a silver bar to do it, and just like some wool to string it, they're actually really good. They're 16k each on the sell price, so yeah, we're just trying to diversify, find a couple of items, as well as the clue scroll sort of stuff. One that I'm thinking of is possibly going through like the invention items, seeing if there's any invention items which work well, and just see if there's some decent margins. Normally the things which the wiki like recommends as an invention item generally are higher in price because of that, because the wiki suggests it. So I'm going to have a quick look and see where we go from there. But in terms of that, moving well, we've got some hopefully new ideas going, and hopefully we've found some new things as well. Got 500k left, which I'm just going to throw into fishing rods at the standard like 1k each offer, and see if they will still try and pull through, and we can get them on for 3k each. But at least we've got all the money in the GE, all the money hopefully working, and yeah, I'll come back at some point with an update on where we are. So logging in on the old Flip account this morning, let's see if anything actually managed to buy. Very much slow buys yesterday. I kept like logging in throughout the day, and yeah, let's just have a quick look on where we are. Right, so again, very slowly selling those Ring of Duelings. I just don't think I'm going to move. I'm just going to keep that price, keep them selling, and hopefully they do sell. Those sapphire necklaces have pretty much bought. I'm going to take that off right now. Let's see if we can start selling. Because again, this was more of a finding mission to see if we can find some things which worked for a price. And then we can double down later on. And also those Rings of Life. I want to see if they do sell. Because Rings of Life had a decent margin. Yeah, they did. If these can sell as well, it would be good. Unholy symbols, a couple of those have slowly bought, which is nice. The sporks we'll have to probably look into again, relook. I'm actually going to take them out. And then the fishing rods, I'm just going to see if those will sell again for 333. And then yeah, come back and see where we are. If these two can sell for these prices, it just means that not everything's on Ring of Dueling, which would be hugely beneficial because I don't think Rings of Dueling will be around for too much longer. People will catch on, they'll see the margins, and then they'll eventually go back down. So, logging into the Flip account, we've had a little bit of action on it. So, we are struggling a little bit on these Rings of Dueling now. They've pretty much hit their price. So, I'm going to sit and hold on to them. Fishing rods are actually gone really, really well. Surprisingly well. So, I'm going to put a big offer in for those. Now, I wanted to stay away from these, but because they're sort of tripling their price, they're a decent flip. So we're going to go for a big old offer there. We're going for 1,000. Rings of Life, we've already sold a big chunk. We've got 653 still trying to sell. Sapphire necklaces, we managed to sell those, but it's a slightly smaller margin than what we wanted. And the Botanist Amis actually managed to sell for an 8k margin. So, Botanist Amis, I'm going to try again. And maybe we go for a little bit more of a margin on those. I'm still not going to go too heavy because I'm a little nervous that if they don't sell, we will be stuck with them. So for the remaining 7 mil, so once again, the Flip account has been forgotten about. My bad. I did go out for some travelling, but the real good thing about this though is normally whenever we come back, we do sell and move a lot of items. So we have got quite a lot of things either bought or sold. Right, so we bought all those fishing rods. We're going to try and sell those for 333. The emerald necklace is sold, which is good. Traveler's necklace is bought, but I don't know what price. So we're going to sell them for like 21. The Botanist Amis bought. We'll probably try and sell them for something like 24. The Rings of Dueling have stalled hard. So this means they've probably crashed. Yes, so that is going to be an item we'll probably hold for a little while. Rings are respawned, didn't buy. So one method which I was just sort of eyeing out on the bond account was fruit bats, because papayas was stupid. They have a really decent flip margin. So in on the flip account, we're going to see if some stuff is sold in bought. Again, we're playing very much AFK, only logging in like 2-3 times a day. We're trying to play like very that kind of flipping sort of way. In terms of things which have been selling, we managed to sell the Traveller's Necklaces actually overnight. They actually got a pretty decent margin, so they were 2.8 transformed into 4.2, so a nice 1.4 mil there. The fruit bat pouches, as I sort of predicted, I was very cautious on them for a reason, and they are starting to sort of drop the ball. So I'm just going to try and get rid. I'm going to try and drop them to 4.4k. Rings of Life, I think, are selling, but selling very, very slowly. So again, once they're gone, we're not going to really touch them again. Black Scimitars, I think, are going to be a slow buy. I think we sort of caught an amount at a very low price. So I think we'll get that off field and we'll make a decent amount of money off these. Very, very confident we're going to make some profit on them. Holy Symbols, selling, but selling very slowly. But again, they're selling for 6k profit each, so I can't really moan. Buisness Ammies aren't going for 22k, but I think a bonus XP is going to be announced soon, so hopefully they'll go at some point. Trying to buy Traveller's Necklaces for another big flip, but they are taking their time. So what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to increase the price and put another 100 in, and hopefully we can pick them up as well. And Rings of Dueling, I think we've been caught with these. These are down bad, but I'm just going to keep them in the Grand Exchange and see if they do sell at some point as well. Because we're so hit and miss on when we're back with the account and when we're not back with the account, I think I could come back at some point and I don't want to miss the boat, so I'm going to leave them in for that price as well. Current Grand Exchange estimated price, however, is 33.5 mil, which, considering like where we've come from and what we've done, is remarkably good, and I'm very happy with that as well. So on to the flip account, and we actually made a little bit of progress late last night when I logged in to change some offers. So sometimes you'll notice that we do jump at points, but that's because it's a bit too late to sort of talk over clips. Just because I try and like do things on this account whenever I get a chance. If I can put a new offer in, I'll put a new offer in. So yesterday we managed to sell the 200 Traveller's Necklaces and did pretty well with it as well. And we decided to put another offer back in. They bought, and then we also managed to sell those on top as well. So we're getting about 4.5k margin on it, so it's pretty decent. So 1.4 mil from that flip. Some other good news as well is we managed to actually sell our Buisness Ammies. These pretty much went for the same, about 4.5 mil on the flip. But some decent GP there as well. So I'm just going to do the same as what we've done with the Traveller's Necklaces. I'm going to put in a offer again, but this time with a bigger cash offer. So in terms of like where our cash is, the majority of it is in the silver jewellery. Fruit bat pouches just really aren't working. And again, I was a bit worried when we first put the offer in that they might not behave as well. So I've had to drop them down to 3.1k. We make like 500 GP per pouch, which is a little bit of profit, so we'll take that. These two down here are very much slow-term plays. The fishing rods are selling, just very slowly. And the black scimitars, to be fair, are buying. And these are buying very, very cheap. Pretty much half the price. So even if we get like 3-4k, it's still some money off those as well. Rings of Life are pretty much nearly there now. I've only got about 43 left to sell. And the unholy symbols, I'm just leaving to plod on, same as a Ring of Dueling. So what I'd like to do is eventually like get to a pure cash stack so we know where we currently stood. But in the meantime, while things are going to take a while to sell, while it's going to take us a while to sort of get our Rings of Dueling, may as well keep sort of rotating. Once Rings of Life are done, we're going to go and find another item. I want to expand into something else now because it's just a bit, I think we can do better. So Traveller's Necklaces I started to buy, which is nice. So that should hopefully be another big flip. Hopefully Buisness Ammies as well pick up as well. And in the next couple of days, we can get rid of either the fishing rods or the black skimmies or buy, and we can put them on the Grand Exchange as well. In terms of cash value, we're now creeping up to 36.9 mil, which isn't bad. Like, considering we've not had a pure cash stack in so long, like to be nearly at 40 mil is pretty decent, to be fair. So we're still plodding on and we're still making flips. And like I've always said from the start of the video, if you have any suggestions on things we could flip, look at, or possibly turn over, make sure to drop them in the comments as well. We don't need to be active flips. It's stuff we can do pretty much like AFK, which is the kind of approach I've taken to this account. Is it's just taking AFK flipping because I've just not had the time to be active flipping. Once we have everything sort of sold out and we have a cash stack and we have a couple of hours to go for it, I'll be really interested to see what we can do like active flipping with skilling items and just regular stuff. But for now, this works. We are ticking over. We are making profit. So we'll just keep going as we are. So that is going to be the end of this video. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. If you have any suggestions on things to flip or things to invest in, please make sure to drop them down in the comments below and I'll make sure to have a check on the episode and shout you out for it as well. Thank you guys once more for watching the video and enjoying the series. Again, if you are brand new to the channel, please make sure to subscribe and like. But thank you guys once again for watching. And I'll see you guys very soon in the next video.